Hey everybody, it's Jeff from Nu Yawk and welcome back to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Today we continue our Atlantic City driving series here on the Nu Yawk channel, and this one's going to be a little bit different from the previous two videos. The first episode we explored the major tourist areas, the world famous Boardwalk, the Marina district, the bayfront, the casinos, all of those places visitors usually see first when they come into town. In the second episode, we slowed things down and drove through the neighborhoods of Atlantic City, checking out the homes, local businesses, restaurants, corner stores, churches, schools, and everyday life here in the city beyond the casinos. And today we're still going to drive by some fun places to visit, but I want to focus on the major arteries, the streets that hold this town together. And we're starting here in Chelsea Heights on the southern end of town. We're on Atlantic Avenue heading north, and this place has a different feel compared to the center of the Boardwalk district. It's quieter down here, more residential, more neighborhood oriented, yet you're still only minutes away from all the casinos and attractions. Right now we're in the University district at Stockton University on the right hand side, and straight ahead is the Knife and Fork Inn. One thing I've always said about Atlantic City is if you really want to understand this city, you need to drive it, not just the boardwalk, not just the casinos, but the streets that hold this entire place together. Atlantic City is only a few miles long, but there's an unbelievable amount packed into those few miles. Every street has its own personality. One block you feel polished and modern, while the next feels historic and gritty. One corner feels like old Atlantic City, while another feels like the future. That contrast is part of what makes this town fascinating. So today we're just going to cruise around, relax, take in the sights, talk about what's new, what's changing, what's coming soon, and point out some of the best places to visit while you're here in Atlantic City. So grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and let's hit the road. There's Cafe 2825 across the street, very difficult to get into or make a reservation. And on the right, Tony's Baltimore Grill. By the way, we just passed Rife. It's a great place to visit, a little off the beaten path, but definitely worth it. There's the old fire station. One thing I really like about Atlantic Avenue is it gives you a true cross-section of Atlantic City life. You've got apartment buildings, local businesses, corner stores, restaurants, churches, little shopping plazas, all kinds of architecture mixed together. As we head north, you can really see how Atlantic City changes block by block. Some areas are seeing investment and redevelopment, while others still show signs of the struggles that the city has faced over the years. But even with all those changes, Atlantic City has a resilience to it. There's always movement here, always some changing going on, and always some new businesses opening while others close. It's a city that never really stays still, and honestly, that unpredictability is one of the reasons I enjoy recording for the channel here so much. No two visits are ever the same. Did you see that line at Doc's Oyster House? I mean, those people really do know that life exists beyond the boardwalk and casinos. We just passed Ducktown Tavern, another great place to stop in for food and drink. By the way, we're in the Ducktown neighborhood of Atlantic City right now. Again, all these neighborhoods are explored in detail on previous drives here on the channel, so check those videos out. There's the Tanger Outlets and Dave & Buster's. We're going to swing around there a little bit later in the video. And there's the new Simpson Caribbean restaurant location right on the right hand side. All these shops and restaurants around here just a short 1 or 2 blocks from the hotels and casinos in this area. Atlantic Avenue is one of those roads that can tell you a lot about the energy level of Atlantic City on any given day, and this summer this road can get absolutely packed. During big event weekends, forget about it. Air shows, concerts, boxing matches, parades, holiday weekends, the entire city transforms, and if you've been watching the Nu Yawk channel for a while, you already know I cover a lot of those events throughout the year. We just made a left and we're heading west now on Martin Luther King Boulevard, also known as MLK Boulevard. Martin Luther King Boulevard is one of the major connectors in Atlantic City. It cuts across town and eventually takes you towards Route 30 and the Atlantic City Expressway area. As soon as we turn here, the atmosphere changes again. You'll notice less tourism and more day-to-day city activity along this boulevard. Gas stations, automotive shops, warehouses, small businesses, government buildings. This is more the working side of Atlantic City. Lots of people only know Atlantic City through the lens of casino and boardwalk commercials, but there's an entire functioning city surrounding those tourist areas. People raise families here, people own businesses here, people work here year-round, and when you drive roads like MLK Boulevard, you start seeing that side of the city. And a shout out to Marco Sivieri, who became the newest member of the Nu Yawk channel. Membership has its perks, among other things, exclusive videos and voicemail comments now. So thanks for joining, Marco, and thanks for supporting the Nu Yawk channel. We're heading towards the end of MLK Boulevard now. That's Route 30, one of the three major arteries in and out of town here in Atlantic City. We're going to make a right and head on over to Tennessee Avenue and then head back east towards the boardwalk. We'll check out all of the Tennessee Avenue attractions and other ones in the Orange Loop as well. As you can see, Tennessee Avenue pretty much runs the entire stretch of the city. It doesn't just stop at Atlantic Avenue. As we head closer to the boardwalk and beach, this is one of the coolest areas in Atlantic City right now, the Orange Loop. If you've never heard of the Orange Loop before, the name comes from the Monopoly board because these streets around here are named after the orange properties from the game: Tennessee Avenue, St. James Place, and New York Avenue. Over the past several years, this area has really evolved into one of the entertainment and nightlife hubs of Atlantic City. There's a younger energy down here, a creative vibe. Bars, restaurants, nightlife spots, outdoor events, live music, murals, breweries, and businesses trying to bring fresh life into the city, and honestly, I love seeing it. We'll check out some of those spots right now. Right away we start passing some really interesting spots. There's Bar 32 Chocolate Cocktails and Desserts. Now this place is definitely unique. Desserts, specialty cocktails, sweets, chocolate inspired drinks. It's the kind of place that's fun whether you're on a date night or hanging out with friends or just looking for something different. Atlantic City has plenty of traditional bars and restaurants, but places like this add personality to the city, and that's important. All cities need personality. Next up is the Tennessee Avenue Tobacco Company, another cool little business down here in the Orange Loop. And then of course we've got Isabella's Pizza. You know, I always notice the food spots, especially pizza places. And right here also is Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, which has become pretty much an anchor spot here in the Orange Loop. The place gets packed on nice weather weekends. Outdoor seating, live music, drinks, food. It really has that social Jersey Shore atmosphere. My buddy Sal took us on a tour of Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall as well as Isabella's Pizza if you want to check that video out here on the channel. Then there's the iconic historic Irish pub, unfortunately still closed at the moment. And nearby is Cardinal Restaurant, another popular local spot in the area. I know my timing of the commentary is falling behind here in the Orange Loop, but there's so much to see, and hey, I'm driving, I can't keep up. I didn't even get a chance to mention the container park coming to the Orange Loop by the end of the year. Lots of more shops, and well, I don't know what's coming there, but hopefully as soon as it opens, I'll be able to show you guys. Now we're heading north on Pacific Avenue, and Pacific Avenue is another one of those city's major roads. This street runs parallel to the boardwalk and passes many of the casinos, hotels, businesses, and residential areas throughout the city. Pacific Avenue almost feels like the backstage version of the boardwalk. We're close to all the action, but you're seeing a different side of it. Casino parking garages and employee entrances. There's delivery areas, side streets, local traffic. It's a very different perspective from the beachfront side of town. Showboat's Island Water Park is on the right, and coming up on the right also is Ocean Hotel and Casino, one of the tallest buildings in New Jersey. Used to be the tallest, not anymore, but it's still up there. And straight ahead, the Absecon Lighthouse, the oldest and tallest lighthouse on the Jersey Shore, and Jersey Shore has lots of lighthouses. It's actually the third tallest in the country. And if you head over to the Jersey Shore Jeff channel, I'll be visiting lots of lighthouses up and down the Jersey Shore this coming summer. See those beautiful townhouses in the background? I did a tour of one of them. It's an Airbnb almost a year ago. My, how time flies. It's really beautiful inside. Check that video out here on the Nu Yawk channel. We're going to make a left here on New Hampshire Avenue and we'll get a closer look at the outside of those townhouses. We're heading west now on New Hampshire Avenue towards the Bay and Gardner's Basin. I don't think we're going to drive around Gardner's Basin today. I've done that recently here on the channel, but there is a lot coming to this area in the summer, so stay tuned to the Nu Yawk channel for more on the Gardner's Basin area. And of course there's the jitneys, connecting not only the Marina side of town to the Boardwalk side of town, but pretty much everything in between. There's tons of townhomes around Gardner's Basin. We'll drive up and down a couple of the streets and parking lots just to show you what they look like. This empty lot area on the left will soon be home to a lot more residential housing in the near future. And there's my buddy Neptune, or Poseidon, I'm not sure which, I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments below. It's guarding the entrance to Gardner's Basin. Again, we're not going to go in there, but I do want to drive around the townhouses a little bit. This is another section of Atlantic City that's changed a lot over the years. Gardner's Basin has always had potential because of its waterfront location, and now you're seeing more newer townhomes and residential developments surrounding the area. As we drive around these neighborhoods, you can see some really nice newer housing mixed into the landscape, and honestly pretty quiet back here compared to the casino area. And a lot of people visiting Atlantic City probably never even realized these residential waterfront areas exist. And like I said, we'll be returning to Gardner's Basin in the near future. Lots of summer events going on here. This area is more laid back, more local, more connected to the bay and boating culture. And if you watch my videos, you know there's lots to see and do here. Places to eat, boating tours, fishing, historic sites, the aquarium, waterfront views. Definitely worth checking out if you want to experience the other side of Atlantic City. We'll do a little more driving through the back end here and check out some more townhouses, and then we'll continue on our journey. Now we're making our way onto Madison Avenue and then Delaware Avenue, which eventually leads us to Brigantine Boulevard. There's the Uptown School on the right-hand side. See, I told you people live here. Now we're going to bear right onto Delaware Avenue, which will take us to Brigantine Boulevard. Now, I'm not sure if it's because I'm old or because I'm stupid or perhaps maybe both, but as many times as I drive around this particular area of Atlantic City, I always make a wrong turn, or usually do. But all joking aside, I'm going to chalk it up to really bad signage. And I'm being honest there, the signs around here are horrible when you want to get from one place to another and are relying on the signs. If you're not careful, you will make a wrong turn, and if you go a little too far, well, you're heading over that bridge into Brigantine, which is a whole nother story. Brigantine, a beautiful seaside town with several videos here on the Nu Yawk channel, so check those out. Hopefully we won't be heading there today though. Also, around Atlantic City, you'll see a lot of signs that say downtown, midtown, and uptown, and if you're not from this town, it could be confusing. To set the record straight, downtown would be the Tropicana, midtown would be Bally's and Caesars, uptown would be Resorts, Hard Rock, Showboat, and Ocean. But right now, we are neither downtown, midtown, or uptown, we're on the Marina side of town. The Marina District feels like a mini-city inside Atlantic City. Now, somewhere during the course of editing this video, I wound up back on Atlantic Avenue. I don't know why, perhaps I made a wrong turn again on Brigantine Boulevard, but no worries, there's plenty to explore on Atlantic Ave. Not to harp on the poor signage on Brigantine Boulevard, but one of the things I noticed is there'll be a sign like Borgata straight ahead, and then you drive until you hit the West Coast, because there's no other signs after that. I find that a lot in the Marina District. Okay, I'm gonna get off my signage soapbox now. From what I understand, there's a great Vietnamese pho restaurant right here on the left-hand side. I've never eaten there. I want to go, but it's recommended by Tiffany Gambla, another YouTuber here, so check her channel out. She's got a lot of great content. Someday I'd like to do a collaboration with her. It's a natural. With a name like Tiffany Gambla and Nu Yawk, you can't go wrong. Driving on Atlantic Avenue can be a challenge. First of all, there's the physical road surface. Now, down to uptown, I should say, it has been resurfaced and it looks pretty nice. It's got bike lanes and things like that. Then you head into Midtown and there's some cracks and crevices and things along the way. Then you head further downtown near Chelsea and Ducktown. It's like driving on the moon. Another thing to be aware of on Atlantic Avenue is no one, and I mean no one, crosses at the light. Everyone crosses in the middle of the street. Whatever happened to that Mexican restaurant? I really do miss it. And now we're going to head into another major commercial area of Atlantic City by yielding onto Arkansas Avenue near Caesars here. This area is important because it connects directly into the Tanger outlets and the Convention Center district, and if you've ever stayed at Caesars, Bally's, or Tropicana, chances are you've driven through here many times. The Tanger outlets really brought a different type of tourism into Atlantic City, the shopping tourism, and honestly, having outlet shopping connected directly to a casino destination makes a lot of sense. People come down for a weekend trip and suddenly they're gambling, dining, going to shows, shopping, walking the boardwalk, maybe hitting the beach too. Atlantic City really tries to offer a little bit of everything. We just drove past the convention center. The convention center itself plays a huge role in bringing business travelers and events into Atlantic City year-round. Conventions, trade shows, sports events, car shows, expos, all kinds of things happen at that center. As we merge onto the expressway, you can immediately see one of the biggest recent infrastructure changes happening here. The toll booths are still being removed. Construction continues as Atlantic City fully transitions into a newer, cashless toll system. And as we continue along the expressway, one thing you can't help noticing is all the billboards everywhere. Restaurants, casinos, shows, online gambling acts, player rewards programs, concerts, lawyers, personal injury attorneys, buffets, comedy shows, sports betting. The billboards almost become part of the Atlantic City experience themselves. Some of them are flashy, some of them funny, some are dramatic, and some have probably been here so long they just, well, feel permanent. Driving out of Atlantic City always gives me mixed feelings because even after all these years of recording here, the city still fascinates me. It's complicated, It's constantly evolving, sometimes beautiful, sometimes rough around the edges, sometimes exciting, sometimes nostalgic, but never boring. And I think that's why a lot of people keep coming back. Atlantic City has personality, real personality. And in a world where so many places start feeling generic and identical, Atlantic City still feels unique. You never quite know what you're going to see here from one day to the next. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and share it on your social media. I'll see you around the city.